Schultz sends it over. Dulke. Nagel all the way out here and dug out there. Dump back over. Again, middle hit Nagel. That's good. Lauren Nagel puts the Tigers on the board. So Jaden Dulke will serve for the Tigers. First serve is out. Hit it long. Well, I'll tell you, I'm impressed with the Fall Creek student section here. I mean, all decked out in white. A couple costumes off on the side. We got a super cricket all the way down here on the left with a cape and everything. Are you kidding me? All right, Dulke, middle hit coming up. Nagel, tip, and good. That'll send Taylor Wusso back to the service line as she subs in for Lindner. Wusso sends it cricket way. Tip sent over by Schuler. Maisie in. It's an impressive machine that they've got going here in Stratford. Wow. Been impressed with them now for quite a while. They've put on a show here for a number of years in central Wisconsin. And again, like I said, looking to get back to the state tournament for the second straight year. Maisie Nagel dug out there in the back row by Schultz. Sent back over. Dulke, middle hit coming. Lauren Nagel in. 4-2 Stratford. Wusso again, good serve, dug up and out by LeMay, and tipped over. Sometimes that happens. You get advantage tape, and sometimes tape is not your friend. Tape the friend of the Crickets that time, and that'll send Abigail Bell back to serve. Dug up by Wusso, sent over to Maisie. Maisie, big hit, dug out, and out. So serve and point comes over to Stratford. Crawl out. Lehman in. Lauren Nagel back to serve. Dug out, and hey, nice pancake there. Good effort by Schultz, but not able to get a good enough bounce, and point over to Stratford, so they increase their lead 6-3. Lauren of the Nagels serving. Deep serve, would have been in, so correctly dug out there, sent back over. Dulke set, outside hit coming, Nagel, tip. And yeah, they thought maybe Maisie was into the net. It looks like she did just avoid it there. Our court referee all over that one. Hit coming here from Vining, and in and down. Another point for the Tigers. Tigers starting to roll here a little bit, and Coach Dinner knows it, and so we're going to take a short break with them. It's Stratford 8, Fall Creek 3. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota Powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers. All right, back here in Neillsville, and the Tigers are on a Lauren Nagel serving run here. She served three straight, 8-3 Stratford here in game number 1. Tigers on the right side, Crickets in the green on the left. And back set there is a lift. Didn't have a whole lot of other choice there with the second hit. Schultz did what she could to get the ball up, but carried it along the way. So Nagel now with it, sends it high and over. Outside hit again here coming from Vining. Lifted up by Dahlke, set back over on the second hit, and again brought back over by the Crickets. Outside hit, Maisie, boom. Winner of this game will play at St. Mary Springs. That is over in the Fond du Lac area. We'll talk about that more as we progress here through the match. Again, Vining dug out by Maisie, but nobody home for the second hit, and ball goes back over to Fall Creek. Interestingly enough, St. Mary Springs, the host, and they may also play there. They're playing tonight. If they were to win, they would play at home on Saturday, and that was, oh boy, probably should have been a missed hit there, but not called, and instead Maisie takes advantage of the no call and slams it down. And Vining tip over. Nagel able to send it over on the second hit after Peterson gave her a shot at it. So that one dug out by Wilson and sent back over by Vining. Up to the front here, and Lehman dug out by Wilson. Vining blocked out. Nice job there as Mallory Vining kept at it and got her Crickets the point. Crawl sends it up, and Maisie hammers it down. I could probably just record a couple tracks like that, and you guys could just push play every time Maisie hits. That is pretty automatic out there for Maisie. Maisie now back to serve. A little hop on her giddy up there, and hit coming by Maddie, dug up by Nagel. A nice job there, Madison Johnson, able to secure the point. Crickets will serve down 6-12. Maisie from the back row, and it's good. Not able to be dug out by Emily Madden. 13-6 Stratford, Crawl back to serve. So as I was saying before, St. Mary Catholic plays Okano. Okano's the 1 seed. And they are playing right now, and they are playing in Crivets. The winner of that match plays the winner of this match, and ace, baby. Winner of that match plays the winner of this match, and a ticket to the Resch Center in Green Bay as the annual state competition continues at the Resch over in Green Bay. McKenna Crawl sends it over. Nice serve there, dug out though. That'll be sent over by Vollrath. Back to Crawl. Outside hit coming there, and nice job on the block there of Lindner. Tough second hit, nicely handled. And Vollrath. Tall freshman here for the Crickets, able to score that point, and this Fall Creek will serve down 7-14. Schultz lets it rip. Nagel digs it. Outside hit Dahlke, dug out there. Nice job, and that one is going to sail out. Jaden Dahlke making things happen too for the Tigers tonight. Don't get it twisted. This is not all about Maisie Nagel. There are a number of other girls out here for the Stratford Tigers that make this team complete. Vollrath. Ooh, dug out there by Maisie, in the right place at the right time. Lauren sends it over. Vollrath again, this time bumps it over. Vollrath on the block there, gets it up and over. Cricket's impressive here in this rally. Maisie from the back row. Vollrath again, tip. And look at Maisie Nagel all over the place, guys. Crawl is going to send it back up, and this will be a dump over for on the third hit. Again, middle hit set up, no, goes to the outside. Johnson. What a rally put on here by the Crickets and Tigers. Dahlke again, middle hit, Lauren Nagel. Tigers end that rally with a thunderous slam from middle hitter Lauren Nagel. And in. Nice job there. Madison Johnson on the kill. Crickets stay in it. They'll serve down 8-16. They can't let it slip away much further than this, though. They're going to have to score a bunch here to have I would think, to have a shot in this first set. Outside hit coming. Lindner dumped it over. Dumped backed over by Johnson. Outside hit again, Lindner. Dug out by Bell. Lindner out and not touched, out. All right, Crickets get one. I said they're going to have to get a bunch. There's one. That doesn't quite accomplish a bunch yet, but they're going to keep swinging. Johnson sends it over, and that was a dirty hit. Yeah, no good there, and point Fall Creek. Maisie contested there for a moment, but that was not exactly what you were looking for there. First hit come all the way over, and they got a whistle. I don't know what they're going to call. Net on Stratford. Tigers were into the net. So Crickets heating up here a little bit. Lauren Nagel, middle hit blocked, put back into play. And that's going to be hit by Bell from the back row, dumped over. Dahlke comes up to set. She's going to set Lindner. Lindner down. Blair Lindner ends the Cricket streak. They had 3 straight. They were on their way to a bunch. Now Tigers break the streak and perhaps start one of their own. Taylor Russo back to serve. Middle hit coming down by Vollrath. Sent all the way back over. Hit again and in. Vollrath making things happen. Dahlke, Maisie comes flying up, dug out there. Nice dig by Vining to keep this rally going. Maisie again, big hit, Maisie Nagel. (18-12). Lauren sends it up and deep and in. Vining, big swing coming, dug out by Wuso. Dahlke over to Nagel. That's going to come all the way back over, tip back down. Brooke Peterson coming out here and making things happen. So Lauren stays on the serve, 19-12. Vining, dump over. Nagel, outside hit, it's good. Maisie Nagel. And that'll bring us another timeout by the Fall Creek Crickets. Stratford up in this first set, 20-12. Any hungry appetite, from the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or
property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area.
All right, we are back in Neillsville. Again, Stratford in control of this first set, 20-12 over the Fall Creek Crickets. Lauren Nagel on the serve. She served the last 3. This is her 4th consecutive serve. Vining, she'll take a swing and block down on the Stratford side. Fall Creek breaks the Stratford run, and again, just like they were a moment ago at 8-16, Fall Creek going to need to go on a run in a big bunch here. They're down by 7. I'll get started with Quinlan Rubik with the serve, and Rubik just over the net. Maisie firing away. Tough to handle. Not a whole lot you can do about it either. That'll put Brooke Peterson back at the service line, 21-13. Peterson sends it over. Dugout there. Vining again. Big swing coming, and good. Impressive Mallory Vining, junior over at Fall Creek. Doing good things. Sent over there by Dunham on the serve, and a big swing by Lehman, and Fall Creek in the net. And that'll bring Stratford to within 3 of closing out this first set. Wuso out, Lindner in for the Tigers. Maisie sends it up and over. Dump coming across. Outside hit coming from Dulkey is down. Jaden Dulkey, and I just got done telling you folks, there's a lot to this Stratford team. They're going to come at you from anywhere. They're going to middle hit. They're going to outside hit. They're going to catch you slipping on a second hit. Doing all kinds of things. 23-14, Maisie serving. And is deep on the serve. Mishit that one. And gives Fall Creek another chance here as they are down by 8, 15-23. Emily Madden with the serve. Kroll digs it out. Big hit coming there and sent right back over. Second hit, caught him slipping. Just got done saying it. These Tigers, they will come at you any which way they feel like it. And they're coming at you right now on a game point. As Kaylee Lehman comes out. McKenna Kroll will serve the game point. And serves into the net. Or Michaela Kroll, my apologies. I know McKenna's probably out there watching. If she is, comment below there, McKenna, and we'll give you an appropriate shout out on the broadcast here. But still game point. Fall Creek serves it. Schultz sends it over. Maisie with the dig. Lauren, middle hit, and that's it. Stratford takes game 1, 25-16, and we will move on to game 2 right after this.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
UW-Stevens Point is home.
It's a university where professors know your name and get you involved in research.
They inspire us to realize big dreams.
At UW-Stevens Point, sustainability is what we stand for.
Our beautiful campus encourages exploration, developing new fields, and problem solving for the real world.
It's a great place to launch your career.
UW-Stevens Point is home.
Apply today at uwsp.edu.
All right, we're back here, and again, we take a look at that Fall Creek student section. I'm nothing but impressed over there. They are all decked out. Lindsay, go ahead, zoom in on Captain Cricket down there. I mean, that guy is something else. I mean, you kidding me? He came in with a cricket, a big C on his chest. He's got the cape. He's got the green bandana. I mean, he is doing all kinds of things down there. And school pride. That's what Wisconsin high school sports are all about. Coming over with school pride. We'll come out of our next commercial. We'll take a look at the student section over at Stratford. On the next one, yeah, we'll give everybody their fair shot here. And I'll just give you a head start on that. They're obviously celebrating some sort of an NFL day in Stratford. I don't know what, but that's the clue I'll give you for the Stratford student section over there. But everybody's here having a good time. Tuning in. Again, highlights of this match be available a little bit later tonight over at Zaleski Sports Show. We'll put them up there for you in case you missed any of the play-by-play. We'll make sure you get in on highlights. And then another busy night again tomorrow. More live streams coming tomorrow night as we head into level 2 of WIAA playoffs across the area. And make sure to check in at that same spot, any Zaleski Sports Network, Rapids, Stevens Point, Neillsville, Medford, or Zaleski Sports Show on Facebook, and you can find out what games will be live streaming tomorrow. Marshfield and Menasha is one of them for sure. You can find out tomorrow about the rest of the lineup. We're just about ready here as our in-between set clock and our buzzer sounds, so we're going to be set for action. Again, Stratford took set number 1 25-16, and it looked about as convincing as that. Fall Creek just unable to really sustain their runs. They had a couple runs of 3, a couple back-to-back points, but I'll tell you, against the Stratford Tigers, that is not going to do it. I mean, you're going to have to score 5, 6, 7. You're going to have to go on that kind of a run a couple times during the match, I think, to have a shot at knocking them off. I've said it before, they're the number 1 seed, obviously, in the section. They were the number 1 ranked team in Division III throughout the season. I think they're one of the 3 best teams in the entire state, regardless of division. If you disagree, come at me. We'll figure it out. But I think they are. I think they're going to prove it. But the Fall Creek Crickets are here to prove me wrong, and they're going to have that opportunity as we start set number 2. Jaden Dalkey will get it started. And off we go. Dug out by LeMay. A hit coming here, and a couple Crickets close to being in the net there, but they'll have another shot at it here as Emma Ryan dug out by Kroll and into the post here on the near side, and Fall Creek will start with points. Scored the first point in the first set as well. So again, here's that chance to string a bunch together. Rubeck will see if she can get that going. Dalkey, middle hit, Lauren Nagel, down. I mean, they just don't hit the ball. They hit it like they're mad at it. I mean, it is something to watch. All right, Tanaya Schillinger, she was our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House Player of the Game just last week. Served that one. And Lauren solo block there, unable to corral that one, and it lands down. Fall Creek up 2-1. But Schillinger, I don't know, ripped off, what, 6 or 7 in a row serving last week, something like that. I know Kevin was at that one. And, yeah, I mean, and that's what you got to do against these Tigers, I think, is you're going to have to rip off a bunch and get them off of their game. As the momentum grows, their confidence grows, and they believe they're unstoppable. And when you have that mental fortitude, that mental ability, that does a lot in high school sports. As a matter of fact, we talked to Coach Lang over at Wausau Newman last Saturday, and her and I had a lengthy conversation before the match, and that's exactly what we talked about, was mental fortitude and high school student athletes, and how do you help them get their edge. And she said the best ones are just mentally better than the others. And I think she's right. And that's what these Stratford Tigers can do. They can get on the roll, they get that momentum, they believe in themselves. The other team starts doubting, and before you know it, it's a 3-0 win. All right, Brooke Peterson sends it over, tied at 3. Vollrath, big hit by Vollrath. She's going to be something to deal with. Only a freshman, and she's going to be something to deal with in this match. Forget about next year, and Fall Creek not giving up this year. And Vollrath, a lot to handle right here in set number 2. Fall Creek again regains the lead 4-3. Outside hit Maisie. Tip blocked. Big hit coming by Vollrath. Actually, it was a tip over. The set was just a little bit too far. Maisie, I don't think she got it over. Nope, so 4 hits and point Fall Creek. Lehman eventually got that one over, and outside hit coming here, and Tigers were into the net, and Madison Johnson hit it down anyway. They didn't call the net, didn't have to, so 6-3, and Fall Creek doing exactly what they got to do here. Crawl, right place, right time. Maisie sends it down. So Fall Creek scored 3 straight there. That was their max in set 1, was 3 straight. We'll keep an eye on that. Again, it's going to have to be more like 6 or 7 straight. And that is deep by Vollrath. Ace, ace, baby. Maisie Nagel serving her Tigers down. We're all square now. It was 6-6, a little late on the scoreboard there as I was watching at that. That was probably a bad hit, but they let it go. Vollrath dumps it over. Middle hit coming here, and down! Callie Lehman. And that gives the Tigers the lead. So just like that, here comes that momentum. Here comes that big run by the Tigers. Vollrath attempting to stop that. Nagel dug it out, and it's going to be sent back over. See if they try Vollrath again, and they do. And again, dug out by Kroll. Dump over, and nothing going there. A little bit late after the dump was Caitlin Schultz. And Maisie still serving. Madison Johnson did just get out of the way, and a big hit. As girls are pushing each other, Blair Lindner pushing her own teammates after swatting that ball down. And all of a sudden, 9-6. Vollrath dumped there, and Maisie, nope. That ball did hit the ground, I believe. Well, they're calling it tipped out. I think it hit the ground anyway. Same difference. Fall Creek point, down 7-9. Caitlin Schultz, little hop serve. Tight second hit, and Lehman got it over. Coming back, Vining. Tried to catch Lindner out of place, no. Lindner with the hit, and nothing. Crickets got a little mixed up on the back row there, got a little bit out of position, as they thought Lindner was going to bring the heat, and instead she placed the ball over, caught him out of their spots. 10-7, Kroll coming with it. Vining will have to send it over on the third hit the old-fashioned way. Dalkey, kill. It's a fun thing to watch, these Tigers, and I'm glad that you're having fun with us. It is Stratford 11, Fall Creek 7. We'll be back.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
All right, back here in Neelsville, and as promised, we'll take a look at the Stratford Tigers student section. Let us know on the live chat below if you know anybody over there. Like I said, they're doing some sort of a professional sports jersey kind of a concept over there. I don't know. I guess if I got to decipher it, not exactly what you're going for if I got to be able to decipher what's happening. And the block sent back down. Nice job there by Fall Creek. A couple of girls responsible for that. So, yeah, I mean, listen, I don't want to be up here picking winners and losers, nothing like that. I happen to really like the Fall Creek school spirit here tonight. Vining, and blocked back down. Vining disputing what was called there, and then the call did change. So ball was out. Delkey hit it out outside of the antenna. All right, 9-11. Lindner, nothing. Nope, Lindner got it down. So 12-9, Delkey serves. Again, Fall Creek scratched out a couple and then sent it right back, and that's in the net. So just what the Crickets need to have happen, though, a couple unforced errors, and again, they're going to have to go on a run. They're going to have to, you got to have some distance in between yourself and the Stratford Tigers on the scoreboard to change their mentality, and then as a consequence, you're changing your own mentality. Nagel, middle hit down on the set from Delkey. Lauren Nagel, a handful there on the middle hit. Holy man. Lindner comes out, Schillinger in. Schillinger will sub in and then go back and serve. Nope, that was a mishandle there, and point goes over to Stratford. Schillinger stays on the service line, up 14-10. Sends it over and away. Vining's hit sent right back by Lauren Nagel. And the Tigers doing it on both sides of the equation here, offense and defense. Schillinger winds up another one. A little bit of a hop serve there again by Schillinger. Middle hit coming and over and down. Emma Ryan, sophomore Cricket, does her part. Over in Division I action tonight, number 2 seed Stevens Point, the Splash Panthers playing the Wausau West Warriors, and West takes match number 1, 25-19. Maisie kill. It's just ferocious. I'm just thankful every day that I am up here and not standing down there. All right, a little bit of confusion at that point. Ryan, though, sends it down. She didn't know if she got it in. Not sure what else exactly was going on there, but Ryan able to get it up and down. 12-16. Swing and a hit, Brooke Peterson. Appreciate Dan Leonard tuning in and watching. We like you watching way more than we like you commenting and complimenting us, so thanks for watching. Deep push, nice look there by Vollrath. Maisie with the third hit. Vollrath gets her fingers on it, and then nobody back at home for the hit. Peterson serves, 18-12. Outside hit coming there and blocked out, so point and a swing and a kill for Madison Johnson. Those of you scorekeeping at home along with Dan. I'm sure some of you are. Crawl digs it out of the back row. Maisie punches it over, and it was a mishandle there on the hit. Crickets down 4. And a mishandle there by Crawl, and the Crickets now scored a couple. Here they got to go now. Schultz serving 15-18 here in match number 2. Stratford won the set number 2. Stratford won the first, 25-16. Jaden Delkey wind up and long. So Schultz remains down on the service line, sends it over. Hit coming from jeepers, criminy. Mason-Nagel sends it up and down. That's what happens when you do play-by-play for 4 straight hours. Again, congratulations to the Arcadia Raiders. Defeated Columbus Catholic in sectional semifinal action soccer, Division IV soccer, earlier today over in Marshfield at Greasy Park. It was a thriller. It was a double overtime, and the 11th penalty kick. Arcadia moves on to the sectional finals, so congratulations and best of luck to the Raiders. Little dump coming there by Lindner, and over. Lindner again saves it. Third hit by Delkey is over. Vollrath wind up and a big swing, and it's down. You can see that one coming from a mile away. Madison Johnson serving, 17-20. Outside coming from Delkey. Dug out nicely there by Bell. And Maisie into the crowd and not able to bring it back into the Fall Creek section. Not a whole lot of love. No disrespect over there either. Just mishit out of bounds. So here come the Crickets. Lindner sends it up, Nagel over and down. Unforced error there as Madison Johnson unable to get her feet moving. Kind of got stuck and sends the ball back over to the Tigers. Vollrath over to McKenna Krall. Laura Nagel dump over on the second hit. Nagel again, and a lift on the Fall Creek side. Nagel took advantage of an empty position there. She had no Crickets in front of her, and that's going to cause Fall Creek to take a timeout. Again, Stratford took set number 1, 25-16. It's 22-18 Stratford. We'll be back. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive. Take a look into the Fall Creek huddle here and see Coach Deneur getting her Crickets all lined up, and they're going to have to get hot here in this final stretch. And she saw Stratford hit 22, and sometimes in a coach's mind in volleyball, you know when the other team gets to X number, I'm calling a timeout no matter what. So Stratford hit 22. Coach Deneur hit the timeout button and see if they can get themselves back in it and re-strategize as Krall just got the ball over. Vollrath sends it all the way over. Middle hit coming, Lauren Nagel, dump in, yeah, just in. Wise beyond her years is sophomore Lauren Nagel, able to find the empty spot on the Cricket side. 23-18, Krall out. So last serve, she had just cleared it over, and she's probably thinking to herself, I got to put a little bit more on this, and then went up a little bit too much. So 19-23, Bell serves. Outside hit coming, and brought back in on the Lindner hit. Vining hit, sent back over. Good play at the net here. Vining another attempt and gets it in. A little bit of a dump. Krall wasn't quite ready to inch up on that one, and Crickets staying alive. They need to keep the serve here probably the whole time. Nagel sisters send it over in 2 hits. Vining, push, Sent back up, and second hit over. Nope, Crickets are ready for that. Vining again, and out. Stratford now on game point after the Vining hit was wide. Dalkey will serve game point. Looking for their second set win of the match. It's down. Vining, flat-footed, sends it over. Outside hit. Oh, it was actually all the way over and out. The set went over the net and out on the far side, and the Crickets stay alive. They will serve game point number 2, 21-24. Serving is Rubeck. Rubeck sends it over and long, and that'll do it. Unforced error for the Crickets and the second match. And Stratford takes the first one 25-16. They take this one a little bit closer, 25-21. And we'll be back for set number 3 after this.
My name is Marissa, and I just finished my junior year in college. It's time for me to buy my first car before I start my senior year and before I start my career search. I clicked on an ad for Wheelers and found a car that was in my budget. I contacted the dealership and they emailed me an appointment for test drive. Test drive day is here. The sales staff was helpful and made sure I was comfortable learning about the car. It only took a few minutes and my credit application was approved. Just a couple of quick signatures and a payment I can afford. My first time buying a car, and it was so simple. Thank you, Wheelers. My name is Marissa.
Located just north of Highway 10 in Chile is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chile Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chile Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chile Implement. Actually, probably can't be a lot of them. We try to space them out. All right, back here in Neillsville as the Stratford Tigers up early here 2-0 in this best of 5. And could be the last set here depending on how things go. Well, of course, that's why you're all here and watching. And we appreciate everybody watching. And thanks again to all of our sponsors who make this happen. Folks out there watching, every now and then I think people think this all happens just kind of because. And that's far from the truth. This all happens because of our sponsors. They certainly... we give them a place to advertise and to tell their story about their business, and the outcome is we need you watching this to go the next time you spend money on whatever that thing is, if it's insurance or a hamburger or a car or whatever, you're going to buy it. I mean, you know you're going to buy a hamburger sometime, and so we want you to go to these sponsors. We'd love to have you down to Chips, Hamburgers, or any of the other places that we've got up here, and by you doing that, that allows us to keep broadcasting and keep showing you all this for free. Keep that in mind, folks. You are watching free playoff high school sports, courtesy of those sponsors you see going across the bottom there. So make sure to check in with them. At least tell them you saw them on the live broadcast. If you just don't need to buy a car and you happen to run into one of our car sponsors out and about, tell them you at least saw their ad. That makes a big difference. They want to know who's seeing the stuff, and you're seeing it. So I need you to go and tell them thank you for making these broadcasts free. And you had an enjoyable Thursday night sitting on the comfort of your own home or wherever you are watching this for free. All right, and then with that all being said, make sure to stay tuned to the Hillers True Value Postgame Show. Hillers is your Milwaukee Tool headquarters. Get $100 off your next Milwaukee Tool purchase, no trade-ins needed, and all that happens at your Milwaukee Tool headquarters, Hillers True Value on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. Post-game show, we will talk to Stratford head coach Brooke Kafka, and we will also talk to what looks to be, at this point anyway, a player to be named. We'll take suggestions on the chat right down below. Just type in there who you maybe want to see on the broadcast, and we'll bring Coach Kafka and our player of the game up here to the booth. Post-game, Kevin Bargender is going to go lasso them, bring them right up here for your viewing pleasure. Dalkey secures the first point and then goes back to serve. Vining sends it down. Mallory Vining Called her name a bunch of times already, and that means she's doing good things out there for the Crickets. Obviously, Crickets got to have this one. Down 2-0. Dunham sends it over. Tigers falling over themselves to get it. And a nice, I mean, again, I said this just in that last set. Lauren Nagel is some kind of an intellectual volleyball player. I mean, she's a gifted athlete too, but the way she's able to see the court, she is doing things that sometimes, you know, you see college juniors and seniors do. She's out here doing it as a high school sophomore. Big reason why these Tigers are what they are. And it helps being able to hang out with Sister Maisie all the time and asking her how to play volleyball. Wusso sends it over and over to Johnson. Dug out by Kroll, and good net play there. Both girls, both sides of the net doing good things. Dug out again. Are you kidding me? And Kroll's going to send it all the way over. What a play by the Tigers. Coming back again to the Crickets, and a miss hit there. I mean, a rally that was extended by a couple Tigers. Kroll was one of them, but finally finished off by Cricket Madison Johnson. Ends the rally with a hammer. Good volleyball being played here in this sectional semifinal. Fun volleyball. Yeah, we were into the net there, was Dalkey, and Crickets draw even at 3. And again, now is go time. If you're the Crickets, you got to go now. You drew even. You withstood a couple big hits, a big roar from the Tiger crowd a moment ago, and a couple mishits. Now you got to go. Crickets were into the net, not called. Maisie. Nope. Crickets doing all they could there, and including Camille Wilson. I mean, trying to dig that son of a gun out, but Maisie hits it angrily, and she sent that one down. Puts Sister Lauren back on the service line. Coming up here to Vollrath. Vollrath, good volleyball player. All right, Crickets again, back to even, got to go now. Caitlin Schultz, over. Dalkey set, Maisie coming from the back row. Tipped and out, point, Stratford. Well, hold on, now they're reversing the call. No, okay, well, they made it, they reversed it, and then they double reversed it. What do they call that? Tag you're it, no double takebacks or something? I don't know. That's kind of what happened there. Vollrath sends it over to Kroll. Dalkey with a swing. I don't think that got over, but they said it did. Crickets now got it over. Vollrath dump and good. I'm telling you, that ball didn't go over, but Fall Creek doesn't lose because of it. Able to secure the point anyway and draw back even at 5. But listen, that ball's flying a million miles an hour. Tough to see everything that's going on out here. Missed that one. Madison Johnson sends it over. Kroll dig. Maisie. Hit, blocked out. Maisie now goes back to serve after the kill. Her Tigers up 6-5. Serve dug out by Vining. Vollrath, dump over and good. Well, for everything that Laura Nagel can do, Gianna Vollrath says, I can do that too. Freshman Cricket and the sophomore Tiger, both middle hitters, doing a lot of good up there, and that one, tough play. The Crickets take advantage of that. Looked like that was Emma Ryan that sent it back over, and we're going to have our first timeout of the game by the Stratford Tigers as Coach Kafka is going to take this chance to regroup. It's Fall Creek 7, Stratford 6.
Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating.
See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or the... All right, again, we take a look in at the Fall Creek faithful made the trip. We take a look at the parent section here, and looks like a lot of good folks made the trip over here. Not too far of a drive from Fall Creek, probably about the same drive we had from Marshfield, probably about a half hour or so. Made the drive over here. They see their Crickets with their, essentially their first lead this deep in any set, 7-6. That hit their dugout, sent over by Vining and off the wall, Crickets. All right, I told them it's go time. They're going now, 8-6. Hit came off of Peterson's hands and all the way to the back wall here in the Warrior Fieldhouse. Maisie with the dig. Lehman hit. Good. Callie Lehman showing some of her flash and dash. She was our Highlight House player of the game when these Tigers took on their Tigers to the south, Marshfield. They went down to a Division I school and schooled the Marshfield Tigers 3-0. Crawl with the serve. Vining coming up with the hit here. Maisie saw it, but a miss hit there by Maisie as she got a little bit tangled up there with Lindner and wasn't able to get her feet set and under her, and resulted in the miss hit. Fall Creek still up by 2, 9-7. Number 2, Rubeck, serve. Sends it right to Maisie. Dalkey, big hit. Tell you what, been impressed with Jaden Dalkey, and I'd say she's a front runner for our Highlight House player of the game right now. She's come alive here in this game. She's been good all season, but she's doing extra things right now. Dig by Wilson, and a nice hit by Ryan. Crickets stay in the advantage, up by 2. They've been trading points here with the Tigers for the past few serves, which isn't the worst thing. You're in the lead, you're up by 2. I suppose if you just trade serves for the rest of this, you win 25-23. So that math checks out. Nagel middle hit, and Crickets were into the net. Ryan got her hands on the top of the net, kind of as she went up, got her finger tangled up in the net. Easy to see that one. Wuso back to serve as she subbed Lindner out. Nice job there. Crickets getting the ball over. Hit coming all the way over for Maisie. Sent right back down. Dig by Wuso. Second hit over. Good volleyball again being played. A big hit put on here, and look at this. As Madison Johnson making her mark here on this set number 3. Again, update over in Division I volleyball as these Crickets again are on a tear here. This is what I said they had to do for this whole match, is go on a run. Well, they're on one now. Again, over in Division I, Wausau West leads Spash. The 3 seed leads the 2 seed, 2 games to none. Spash going to have to come back, and an ace, baby. And Coach Kafka is going to take a timeout with her Crickets rolling. Warrior Gymnasium loud. And Fall Creek 13, Stratford 9.
Family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy.
All right, back here again in Neillsville. The Crickets rolling a little bit. They're starting to separate themselves here in this third set, down 0-2, but they're up 13-9. Emily Madden with the serve. And Maisie Nagel starts a corrective measure here for the Tigers. Gets one back. Crickets, again, if they keep alternating serves here, they'll be in a good spot and send this one to a fourth set. That's the whole goal for Fall Creek. Middle hit coming Vollrath and in. Gianna Vollrath again continues to impress. And you got to respect her. You're on the Tigers side of the net. You got to respect her power. So you step back, and then she just drops it right in there. And here's Power, and Power out. Maisie misses. 15-10 Fall Creek. Cricket's starting to feel it here in set number 3. Caitlin Schultz sends it over. Dalkey back to Peterson and over. Middle hit coming to Vollrath, this time full swing, blocked. Peterson again, I don't know, that did not go over, and point Fall Creek. All right, 16-10. Crawl with it up to Dalkey. Maisie coming, flying in, dumping in. Same concept there with the big hitter coming for either squad, Vollrath or Nagel. And that back row starts to backpedal, and there's a dump spot open often. And they've girls been able to find it on both sides. Vollrath dump. Dalkey ready for it that time. And that didn't, that went outside the antenna. Set didn't go where it needed to, and Fall Creek trading points, and at this point with a 6-point lead, they can afford to keep doing that. Madison Johnson serve. Dug out by Wuso. Dalkey's going to swing, send it right back at her. Maisie dump. Vollrath coming middle hit. Didn't quite get the set she wanted there. Big hit coming here for Maisie, and that's blocked by Vollrath. Vollrath sends it down. That one's blocked. Good rally going here. Lehman, nope. Didn't get it up and over the net. (18-11). Maisie gets it down. The hit connects. Stratford breaks the streak again, but these last couple times it's just been a one and done on the Stratford side. Tigers looking to close out the match in a 6-point hole here in set number 3. Nagel serves 12-18. Vining sends it up, and Vollrath gets it. Big hit by Vollrath, dug out by Kral. Maisie going to hit from the back row. Bell sends it up. Vining again. Out. Blocked out. Abigail Bell again, then back to serve. So again, that one and done. They just saw it happen there. And the poor hit there by Kral. We take a look at Coach Kafka down in the corner, see if she's going to pull the timeout trigger or if she's just going to tell these girls maybe just to save it up for set number 4. That's what I think we've got coming here is Cricket's up by 8. Big swing blocked from Lindner, blocked. That sent back over. What a play by Ryan. Lindner again with it and dumps it over. Lindner tried the power first. That one got blocked. This next time she just tippy-tapped it over and found the opening. 7-point advantage for Fall Creek. Vining, mishit. Yep. Swung and hit the side of the ball, did Vining. Tigers will serve for only the second consecutive time since the score was about 8-8 or so, somewhere in that range. Rubeck with the dig out. Vining sends it over just off the top of the net. Both Nagel and Lindner went for it. Nagel hit it. Lindner was already on the ground for its anticipated landing spot, and a point Crickets. 21-14. Rubeck serving. Into the net is Rubeck. Unforced error there gives Stratford new life. Dalkey sends it over. Vining here going to swing hard and into the net. A little bit of a miss hit there again was Vining, and that's going to cause a timeout to be called by Fall Creek coach Sarah Denyer. And again, one of those situations where she likely had in her mind once they get to X amount, we're going to call it. And X amount is Fall Creek 21, Stratford 16. Automotive serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive. Stratford out of the Fall Creek timeout. Scored, but really it was just the one Dalkey serve there. So again, I think Coach Denyer does what a lot of coaches does, kind of mentally just tells herself, well, if they get to X many points, when they do, I'm going to call a timeout just to kind of reset things. I got the timeout, so might as well use them. And I think that was the case there. So 16-21, Dalkey with the serve. Jump serve by Dalkey is handled in the back row. Sent up here to Vining again. We'll swing and get that one over. Set all the way over to Lindner and out. Lindner with the kill. Keeps Dalkey back here on the service line. Actually, this is her third straight serve of this particular run. That one handled by LeMay. Going to be sent over on the third hit. Dalkey sets middle. Lauren Nagel. Kill, Lauren Nagel. Tigers aren't done swinging yet in this third set, and that's going to cause another Fall Creek timeout. Fall Creek remains in the lead, 21-18.
UW Stevens Point is home.
It's a university where professors know your name and get you involved in research.
They inspire us to realize big dreams.
At UW Stevens Point, sustainability is what we stand for.
Our beautiful campus encourages exploration, developing new fields, and problem solving for the real world.
It's a great place to launch your career.
UW Stevens Point is home.
Apply today at uwsp.edu.
UW Stevens.
21-18, Fall Creek. Set number 3. Stratford took the first two, 25-16, 25-20. They're down here at 4 straight points, has got them scratched back into this game. Dalkey again remains on the service line, and we're off and running here after the Fall Creek timeout. Vining, push over. Dalkey digs it out. Set all the way over to Lindner. Lindner, big swing, and that's blocked. Again, they'll give it back to Vining. Crawl, dig. Lindner's going to have to push this one over, and does. Dug up by Bell in the back row. Middle hit coming here, and down. Kill for Emma Ryan. Mallory Vining, jump serve. Middle hit coming by Laura Nagel, blocked right back down. Blocked down by Ryan, and Fall Creek feeling it. They're 2 points away from their first set victory of the match, 23-18. Vining again will send it to the Tigers. And Maisie, miss-hit there. Crawl able to bring it all the way back, and Dalkey sends it over. Outside hit coming here, and out. Okay, a little bit slow on the call where the on-court referees, Madison Johnson hit, does land just out. Stratford retains life here in set number 3. They're down 19-23. Wuso serving. And the kill by Ryan puts the Crickets at game point. And Captain Cricket is jumping for his life back there in the student section. Okay, we've got a sub out, so Bell out. Ryan back to serve. Serving game point for the Crickets, and out. Well, unforced error there gives the Stratford Tigers the ball back. One last time in this set, 20-24. So game point number 2 is sent over, and Lehman with the big hit. Pushed over, nice job there by the Crickets, staying alive here. Big hit coming from Maisie, tipped up and out. (21-24). Again, Stratford's got to score 3 straight here to do anything about this set number 3. Fall Creek for the game, no. Dugout, Nagel over again. Game point number 3, Vollrath. No, Wuso dig out. Dulke sends it back to Maisie, big hit coming. Tip, Bell saves it and sent over by Rubeck. Another hit, Maisie, out! Off the tip, and the Tigers again climbing right back into it, only down 2. This will be game point number 4. Maisie tells her teammates, 1 at a time, please. And out. Lauren serves it out and serves the game to the Crickets. Fall Creek wins set number 3, 25-22. And we will move on to a 4th set after we come back from this.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
All right, crazy kids showing off here in Neillsville tonight as we've got some fun stuff going on. And there we go. We got another backflip. We got a backflip battle going on in Neillsville. Are you kidding me? In a double backflip. This is something here. Stratford student section looking for somebody else to come on down and do one, or otherwise this backflip battle is done. And it looks like it's over. Fall Creek winners. It was fun, though. It was certainly fun. Good times here, good times. All right, match number 4 is about to be underway. Stratford, or set number 4, my apologies. Stratford leads the match 2-1. Crawl out, or crawl in, Lehman out. And out, and Fall Creek again. Fall Creek has scored the first point in every set tonight. They've won one of them, but they've scored the first point in all 4, for whatever that matters. Rubeck serves. Dalkey, middle hit coming, Lauren Nagel in. So Lauren gets the Tigers on the board with a kill. That brings Schillinger in, Lindner out. Vining tipped and just out of the way. Schillinger not able to get to it as she dove to the far side of the court there, but Crickets looking to maintain that momentum. They got good momentum there in that third set. Need to keep it. Delke back set to Nagel and long. We've actually witnessed this year, just in the volleyball coverage that we've done, we've witnessed a couple comebacks down from 2-0. That one mishit into the net. Auburndale involved in 2 of them, actually. One in the regular season on the losing end against Wausau Newman. They were up 2-0 and then lose 3 straight. And then in the playoffs against the Colby Hornets, they were up 2-0 and one in the Game 5 tiebreak. And then the Stratford Tigers took care of those Auburndale Apaches their last time out on Saturday. Maisie, big hit and out. Got anxious with it, swung hard, appealed to the stand and looked for a tip and no tip given, so 4-2 Fall Creek. Ball rode the net there for a bit and corralled back in. Vollrath over to Maisie. Delke's going to set right back to her and tip in. Maisie Nagel fired up on the court, and water's wet and grass is green, and those are all normal things out there. Peterson sends it over. Vollrath hammers it down. She is a handful out there, Gianna Vollrath. They'll send Schultz in and Wilson out. Back set to Maisie, dump over, and is going to be hit out. Caught her off balance there, did Maisie, and brings the Tigers to within a 1-point deficit, 4-5. Kevin Caldwell, thanks for watching. Appreciate you tuning in today. Spash comes back against West. They win the third set just like Fall Creek did here. Vollrath right back at her and a miss hit. Couldn't get her hands up in enough time. But, Spash down 2-0. They win their third set. Fall Creek down 2-0. They win their third set here. Highlights coming of Spash Wausau West later tonight on Zaleski Sports Stevens Point. And second hit not able to get there. Stratford takes their first lead of this fourth and pivotal set. Up 2-1. They win it. Of course, they win the match, move on to the sectional finals. Fall Creek looking to change that. That ball didn't get over. Pivotal because Fall Creek wins, and all of a sudden we're in a race to 15 tiebreak, Game 5. Vollrath going to dump this one over to Kroll. Set coming out to Lindner. Lindner swings hard. Vollrath saves that one. Sent back over by Johnson, and right back here to Lehman, and no, I don't think that ball got over either. Point Crickets. So Crickets draw to within 1. 6-7. Serving is Johnson. Lindner swinging hard again. Nice job there by Bell. Dig that one out. And then sent over by Johnson. Maisie back row swinging hard. Vollrath unable to handle. Crawl back to serve, up 8-6. Outside hit, Vining right into Crawl. All the way over to Lindner. Lindner half swing over. Middle hit coming Vollrath. Dug out by Maisie. Dump out coming over here. And again, Vollrath's going to have to send this one over and does. Middle hit coming Lauren Nagel swinging hard. And no, they're saying it was a mishit. Stratford doesn't agree. Doesn't matter if you agree. It's a point, Fall Creek. And the Crickets again back to within one, 7-8. Bell will serve. Coach Kafka there said that she hit with a closed fist. I think that she did, but she also flipped her wrist, kind of, that's even tough to explain, kind of rolled her hand over her wrist, and that's probably a carry 9 times out of 10. So we're all tied up at 8. Coach Kafka takes the time out to talk about it. We'll be back.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10.
All right, back here in Neilsville, Jason Zaleski alongside Kevin Bargender and Lindsey Rasmussen as we bring you live high school volleyball playoffs here again in 2018. We're all tied up here in Neilsville, 8 apiece. Crickets down 1-2 in the match, and serving tied up at 8. Bell sends it over. Outside hit coming Dalkey. Dug out there, set back over. Dalkey swung again and mishit. Crickets back in the lead. Bell serving now, back-to-back serves. That one over. Middle hit coming, Lauren, and no. Not able to dig it back up with the Nagel sisters, and Fall Creek now scores 3 straight, up 2. And that one is long. Service error for the Crickets and turned back over to the Tigers. Vining, dug out there by Crawl, sent back over to Lindner. Lindner, big swing, dug out by Bell. Back to Vining, tipped on the block, Dalkey with it. And a miss hit there by Peterson. Peterson swung right into the net with that one. Wilson in, Schultz out for the Crickets. Rubeck back to serve. Serving up 11-9, right to Crawl. Crawl with it easily. Peterson this time, or Lindner this time over. Vining, blocked right, sent right back by Nagel, and then right back over by the Crickets. Maisie sends it down and in. Found the dump spot, did Maisie, and able to get that to land on the court. Lindner out, Schillinger in. Schillinger back to the service line. Serving 10-11. Vining, push, and pushed it out. Good idea there by Vining, just pushed a little too hard. Otherwise, she had that spot over there. Maisie was not going to be able to get there. Tied up again at 11, so our third tie, actually our fourth tie of this fourth set. Schillinger, hop serve. And mishandle there on the back row. And again, the Crickets here trying to avoid any big momentum here by the Tigers. Looking for their own momentum here to bring us to a 5th game tiebreak. Vining, jump, cross, no. Maisie, dump, and pushed right back into her. What a play by Emma Ryan. Ryan saw that coming the whole way. And we're tied now, tie number 5 here in set 4, 12-all. Dunham serve, sends it over. Maisie swinging hard this time and in. Kill Maisie Nagel. Not able to be handled there by the Crickets. Nagel not in the dumping mood that time. That was close, but no call, and that's outside of the antenna. Stratford now building a little bit. They were down by a few early, now up by 2, 14-12. Teams have battled back and forth here really since the, and I don't think that was, well, boy, they're calling that inside the antenna. I don't know, and that one is out. Close play over there on the far side. I don't know how that missed the antenna, and that hit was, the kill was out. I've got no doubt about that, but the hit coming back over, I don't see how that came inside the antenna. And the chair checked down the line, and she said yes, so play on. Nope, that was a lift, no doubt about that. So Crickets get it back anyway. They trade points there. Not what you want to do trailing is trade points, but we'll go back in the highlights tonight and look at that. I don't know if that ball came inside the antenna. I just don't know. And a service error by Ryan. Stratford pushes the lead now to 3, 16-13. Peterson serve, and that would have been in, so proper decision there by Bell. Sent right back over by Lehman. Vollrath sends it back over again. Lehman gets it up. Maisie sends it to the back row. Vollrath again swings. Crawl dig. And a miscommunication there between Peterson and Nagel. Turn the ball over back to Fall Creek. Either two calling for it or nobody called for it. Either way, it didn't happen. Schultz back to serve. Peterson dump. Vollrath pushes it back over. Schillinger sends it to the front. Lehman, back row, handled. And then sent over by Dunham. Tigers now set it up. Maisie, swing, kill. Tigers again extend out to 3. It's 17-14 here in Neillsville. Maisie Nagel serve. Coming to Vollrath. Big swing by Vollrath, and that was on the line and in. Gianna Vollrath making her presence known here again. There's her Crickets trying to climb back into it, only down 2. And out. Couple of unforced service errors here, and Crickets may come to regret that when they're on the bus ride home back to Fall Creek. We'll see. A lot to be played left in here in set number 4. Tigers again back up by 3. Crawl with it and over, and a mishandle there. Yep, and that's the right call. Coach Denner calling the timeout. That's the right call. As this one begins to slip away just a bit. It's a 4-point lead. Stratford serving when we come back. Serves Marshfield and Central Wisconsin with new Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram trucks. Our professional staff of factory-trained sales associates and parts and service personnel are here to serve you. Our business managers use more than a dozen lenders to ensure you the lowest rates anywhere. From Marshfield to Wausau, Wisconsin Rapids to Stevens Point, or Colby to Medford, we are a short drive from anywhere for friendly service and very competitive pricing. Come see V&H Automotive today. V&H Automotive serves Marshfield. All right, back here in Neillsville again, the sectional semifinal. Winner goes on to take on the winner of Oconto St. Mary Springs, happening right now. That match will actually be in Fond du Lac at St. Mary Springs on Saturday at 7 p.m. Tigers up by 4. Kroll serves. Bell, second hit dug out. Nice job there. Vollrath finally did send it over. Lindner swings hard. Bell with it. Over to Vining. Vining, another good swing. Tigers going to set up here. And a dump on the second hit collected by Vollrath. Tigers again, another shot here. Back set, Dalkey. Kill. Tigers now up 20-15. Again, make sure to stay tuned for the Hillers True Value postgame show coming up just a couple minutes after the match is done. We'll talk to Coach Kafka and one other person, I think. Lauren pushes it over. And Vollrath not able to get there. Tigers on the precipice of moving on in these sectional semifinals. They are up 21-15. Kroll serves again. This is their largest lead of the set, up by 6. Just over the net and unable to handle. Ace, baby, McKenna Kroll. And we'll keep it here. We'll keep it right here as we're 22-15. As Kroll with the ace, and the Tigers just beginning to run away with this one here a little bit. We were tied up at 13, and a 9-2 Stratford run, again, has put the Tigers one game away from Fond du Lac on Saturday. So Kroll again will serve with the Tigers up 22-15. Sectional semifinal, a sectional final berth on the line for one of these two. Tigers are near it right now. Vollrath, push, back corner and in. Nobody home for the Tigers back there. Vollrath again, headsy play, but nothing but impressed with Gianna Vollrath tonight. Only a freshman. Kind of reminds me of another freshman in our coverage area, Dorsey Walker over at Columbus Catholic. Just a smart volleyball player playing beyond her years. And that was a carry, that's no doubt about that. Tigers will argue that. Lauren Nagel has, she's used that move for the last 2 years, and when you use that move, you're always right on the edge of that call. And it almost comes down to what the referee's opinion is. This time Lauren swings hard, but sometimes it just comes down to what the ref thinks is allowable, what their personal preference is, and then if it gets called or not. And if it does, like it just did now, you just have to adjust a little bit. Ryan with the kill. Crickets staying alive here. Kroll almost had that one crawl up her arms there, and Maisie into the net. Actually, they signaled point Stratford there. I missed what the call was, but they signaled point Stratford. So 23-18. Tigers 2 points away from moving on. Vining, push, and down. And Lauren is asking why in the world was that not the same call that I had? Well, the reason is it wasn't the same. Lauren will probably watch this back and she'll probably come yell at me, but it wasn't the same. That was a different hit altogether. Lauren again swinging hard. That's going to have to be sent over and is. Dalkey set all the way over to Lindner. Lindner swing. Dug out. Pancake. And no, they're saying it was on the ground. And I don't think it was. I think they missed that one. I think she got her hand under the ball. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind about it. But as it is match point Stratford Tigers. Tanaya Schillinger will serve it. The Tigers looking to move on to Fond du Lac on Saturday night. Here it is. Dug out in the back. Ryan hit. Kroll sends it, no. That's going to be 4 hits and no. So we're going to have match point number 2. This time Fall Creek serves it, and it'll be Allison Dunham. Next, Stratford Point sends them on to the sectional finals in Fond du Lac on Saturday at 7 p.m. Here we go. Maisie up. That's going to be over. Sent right back down to Maisie into the net. Match point number 3. Again, it's Dunham sending it over. Again, Maisie to Dalkey, back to Maisie. Swinging hard and down. The Tigers move on here in the sectional semifinals against the Fall Creek Crickets. 25-21 in this set number 4. And they will move on to a team to be named. Again, Okano and St. Mary Springs are swinging it out right now as we speak. And the winner of that match plays Stratford at St. Mary Springs in Fond du Lac Saturday at 7 p.m. And we will be there and broadcast that match for you. Again, that comes up on Saturday night. So make sure to stay tuned to the postgame show. It's our Hiller's True Value postgame show. Hiller's True Value is your Milwaukee Tool headquarters. $100 off your next Milwaukee Tool purchase. No trade-ins needed, and Hiller's will not be undersold. Hiller's True Value, located on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. And I'll tell you, I'm a big fan of the Milwaukee Tools. Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show. I guess I'll give a testimonial. How about that, Lindsay? And I sometimes wear, as the weather gets colder, I will wear the Milwaukee Tool heated jacket. And I'll tell you, you know, it's not just tools. Yep, it's not just tools that they sell there at Milwaukee Tool, heated jackets as well, and other things, men's, women's heated jacket, all that kind of stuff. And you can get more than just tools over at Hiller's True Value, South Central Avenue in Marshfield. So we're going to reconnect some microphone wires here, and I see Coach Kafka and our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House Player of the Game, Jaden Dalkey, on their way. We'll join them in just a moment. One, two, one, two, one, two. And I'll just stand here, okay? All right. Congratulations, Coach. Thank you. Nice job. Way to go out there. Yeah, we'll talk to Coach first. Okay. Come right here. Lindsay will get in the camera. We'll come on a commercial. We'll do all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Nice. Thanks. That was, it was exciting. Chile is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chile Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chile Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chile Implement. Chile Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chile Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chile Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chile Implement. Chile Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chile, is your place for Kubota. All right, guys, Jason here with the Zaleski Sports Show and our Hiller's True Value postgame show, catching up with Stratford Tiger head coach Brooke Kafka. Brooke, we were just talking before we came out of commercial. I mean, that was intense. That was exciting. Just tell me what that was like down on the court.
I think it's always such a cool experience getting into the playoff run here, and shout out to Fall Creek because they really put together a great team, a young team that's improved a lot since we've seen the beginning of the season, and they definitely pushed us to our limits.
Yeah, and they did, especially at the end of the second set and then all the way through that third set. I mean, you go down 25-22. You made a run at the end, but what was the difference in that third set compared to the others?
I think Fall Creek started to figure us out a little bit, and then we had a tough time putting that ball away. We just got complacent instead of playing the game that we know how to play.
We talked during the broadcast that this team is way more than Maisie Nagel. I mean, all these girls are doing their part. Jaden Dahlke is one of those girls. Talk about her progression from last year into this year.
Well, I like to think of Jaden back to when she was a freshman and she stepped onto this court, and the things that she does today, she would have told me, no way can she do that, and she has come around to be such an amazing player, and teams recognize her for that.
All right, Coach. Now, the next thing to find out is Oconto or St. Mary Springs. We don't know, so maybe you'll know ahead of us, but thoughts about either of those teams right now as you sit here?
Nothing.
Okay.
You know, we just take everything game by game, and now we see where the next step takes us.
We'll see you Saturday night.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Jaden, come on in here. We'll bring in our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House Player of the Game, Jaden Dahlke. And you heard me talk to Coach about your progression this year. So you tell me about it. I mean, you had the state experience last year, so you got that experience under your belt, but just your personal improvement play-by-play on the court, what's that been like?
I just feel like no matter what year it is, from freshman year on, I needed to improve no matter what. Definitely the hitting role definitely struggles for me, so that was something I knew I needed to work on, so that was where I feel like I improved the most and worked hard at it.
I think back to that match against Marshfield. You got to go up against a Division I school, convincing win 3-0, and then all the way up here to Fall Creek. Fall Creek, the best team you played this year?
I would say definitely. They definitely brought some big swingers, and we were, I thought, prepared for it, and I think we managed it well until, our confidence went down a little bit in the third game, but we brought it right back up, and that was something that we knew we needed to do, and our mental toughness really kicked in.
And then, so we got sectional final. You've been there before, so you'll have that again on Saturday. Again, you got that experience to draw back on. What can stop the Stratford Tigers this year?
Nothing. I think that we just need to play our game. Whether we know the team or not, we don't let anything get in our heads, and we'll be good.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. All right. So, Lindsay, I'm going to step out of the way. I'm going to give Jaden the microphone here. I'm pretty sure she knows what to do. All right. So, Lindsay will count it down 3, 2, 1. Make sure you look at her. And then you just let her in.
Okay. I'm in the house. Thank you.
Nice job. Congratulations. I have a shirt. Are you going to be hanging out here for a little bit? Yeah, I'll come find you on the court and I'll give you a shirt, okay? All right. All right, yeah.
Largest insurance agency, family owned for more than 30 years, an independent agency. We represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health,